Okay, we got an exciting episode today. We're going to be going over Pokemon Scarlet. It's now on the Nintendo Switch 2. It loads better, it is better. In this video, we're going to review the load times of the PC and how fast the Pokemon load. See here how fast the pages are loading. We're able to cycle through and organize our Pokemon that we've caught in our adventures much easier. It's very exciting news. It's very cool to be able to save time while playing these games now that there's a higher frame rate on the Nintendo Switch 2. A lot of these Pokemon were traded to me through the Wonder Trade system in the Pro, where you can trade with any random trader online. You put up a random Pokemon and you can have any Pokemon traded to you. This is a showcase of all of the Pokemon I've caught from over the years. In this video, we're going to review how to catch shiny Pokemon without using a sandwich on the Switch 2. We're going to go to Area 0. We're going to see how long it takes to catch our first shiny Pokemon. I wonder what it's going to be. After that, we are going to deep dive into a shiny catching area. We're going to go to a nest and see how long it takes to catch a shiny Pokemon without using a sandwich with these faster load times, because we're in 4K 120 frames per second Nintendo Switch 2 non-stop action. Can anyone guess who my favorite Pokemon is? Leave a comment down below. In order to make this a fun experiment, we're going to start in Area 1 of Area 0 and work our way over to Area 4 and see how long it takes to find a shiny Pokemon. Don't forget to wait until the end of the video if you want to get in and learn about some of these hidden tricks for shiny hunting. This here is my favorite box out of everything I own. I hope you enjoy. Okay, and now the adventure begins. We're gonna enter Area 0. And this first beginning part of the video, we're gonna use the method of just making as many Pokemon spawn as quickly and efficiently as possible in order to find our shiny. So there will be no nest in the beginning of this video. In Area 0, we cannot perform the picnic. Therefore, this area, we're going to use this method for trying to find a shiny Pokemon. Wow, look how many Pokemon just spawned when we loaded in. Never seen anything like this. We're going to move fast. We're just going to run right through all these herds of Pokemon, increasing our odds of finding a shiny Pokemon. use this method, you do want to know what most of the Pokemon look like. What happened here? Well, it seemed like we were moving so fast and it was online that we lagged out. So let's reconnect to the internet in a second here, and then we'll continue this hunt. Very odd though. We were loading Pokemon so fast because we're running so fast online that it caused us to lag out. Never seen something like that. Rather than seeing 5 or 6 Pokemon in a lot of these areas, I'm now seeing between 12 and 14 Pokemon, sometimes even more. It's really cool. Let me know what you think about the amount of Pokemon that you see now in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet compared to the Switch 1. Also, you're able to fly now and load Pokemon a little bit faster than before, which is pretty cool. Like you see here, we're able to fly right above the ground and get a couple of herds of Pokemon to spawn. I'm just gonna double check the Sandy Shocks because you never know. That shiny is a little bit hard or tough to tell. Always remember you can attack a Pokemon you shouldn't be able to attack it in the free roam as long as that Pokemon is shiny. I haven't been wasting the time to double check. I know most of the shinies in the game, so we're just on the hunt. Now I thought I saw a shiny during this, so I take a couple looks around because there's so many Pokemon here and you don't want to miss one by accident. But we're just gonna keep on the hunt. If you made it this far into the video, thank you. Just don't forget to shoot the video a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear about some more Pokemon Scarlet content. Maybe we'll do some battles, or we'll do some wonder trades, and we'll see how the connection is now that it's on the Nintendo Switch 2. 4K, 120 frames per second. The background, the scenery, it's never looked better. This is now the third area of Area 0. There's 4 areas. I was honestly, during all of this, I was looking for the shiny Screamtail. That's the one Pokemon I do not have out of the cave. I don't know if I catch a shiny Screamtail at the end of this video. You'll have to wait to find out. But yeah, look how it's just loading so much quicker. Just running down the bridge. They're spawning ahead of me. Normally they'd be spawning right in front of me. It allows me to keep the character moving. The Pokemon load from so far away that I actually try not to turn my camera too much. I try to aim the camera to where I'm running, so things don't appear on the screen that are just very off camera. That might be the way that you lose a shiny because you're moving too fast. We've probably passed about 200 or 300 Pokemon at this point. I mean, they're spawning so fast. I do have a shiny charm. I do not have a sandwich on at this moment. A shiny charm slightly increases your odds of finding a shiny Pokemon. Oh look, a shiny Amoonguss. Let's go. So, a shiny Amoonguss is what we found as our first shiny Pokemon. Look at that. That took about 5 minutes. Maybe 6 or 7 minutes. Wow, look at this. This is actually a Pokemon used in meta too. You can use it with Spore. It's great. It's got a lot of good moves and doubles. It's got a good typing. Grass Dark. Wow, impressive. This is great. Now, by burning, paralyzing, or poisoning a Pokemon, you are going to increase the odds of catching it significantly. So in this case, we burned the Amoonguss because it'll slowly lose some health as it was throwing some Pokeballs at it until it decides to stay in. Just remember, Thunder Wave will not work on electric Pokemon, so you want to have a Toxic or a Will-O-Wisp user in case you have to shiny hunt against an electric Pokemon. Thunder Wave also would not work against ground Pokemon. I like to use Rotom Heat because it's an electric and a fire type, allowing me to either use Burn or Electricity on any Pokemon in the game. It covers all typing. So Rotom Heat is a great Pokemon for shiny hunting. Okay, job complete. Now we're going to start our second part of the video where we're going to try to catch a shiny Pokemon at a nest without using a sandwich, the second method of shiny hunting. We're going to see how long this takes. Will it be faster than 5 or 7 minutes, which we did without using a sandwich? We'll see. In this video, we're going to see which Pokemon are there. We could go for Luxray, or we can go for Porygon. You know what? Let's go for Porygon. It's a cool Pokemon. I love Gen 1, Gen 2. Let's go for Porygon. I could have picked any area. I chose to do the icy area. There's a lot of mountains here. Makes it a little more difficult to shiny hunt, but it also makes it more fun. Okay, so the first thing we're going to want to do is we use a Pokemon that has Fly or Floating because it's on a mountain area. So we got 2 KOs so far, make that 3. We want to keep KOing them until we get our counter up. Now, we want to KO about 20 to 30 Pokemon, and on the top right of the screen, it's going to say that the nest population is slowing down or lowering. That means that we're on wave 2 and then wave 3. Every time you get to the next wave, you are increasing the odds of finding a shiny Pokemon. So far we've KO'd almost about 10 Porygon. I'll let you know when the notification on the top right of the screen shows up when we get to the next wave. It's very good to not use a Pokemon that walks on the floor, so this goes a little bit faster. If the surface was flat, then you could use a Pokemon that runs on the floor. Also, the Porygons are floating in the sky, so sometimes you might deal with targeting issues. Alright, so far we've KO'd about maybe 18 Pokemon now, maybe 20. Definitely approaching the 30 mark, where we'll see the indicator on the top right of the screen. My goal and my objective is to get this to Wave 2, Wave 3, and then we will use the picnic table to reset the nest. Now on the Nintendo Switch 2, if you've noticed, there's a lot more Pokemon spawned on this nest, and they spawn from much further away. There it is on the top right. If you saw that notification, it said that the amount of Porygon in the nest went down. Okay, now we'll continue. Now we'll keep hunting. I'm gonna look for a flat surface though, so I can set up a picnic. Right now we don't see any shiny Pokemon. When you pop the picnic table, you're just gonna simply open the picnic table and then close the picnic table, and that will actually cause all the Pokemon in the proximity to despawn. When these Pokemon despawn, you can then have them reappear when you close the picnic table. When you're on a mountainous area, the game generally will not allow you to open a picnic table, so you have to find a flat area where you're able to reset the lobby. Now, right now we're there. Shinyporygon, look at that, okay. Again, now this took only about 4 minutes. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That was fast. And this is without a sandwich. We used a quick ball. He breaks out. Let's go to war against a Porygon 2. Level 34. That's funny. Yeah, my Pokemon can't attack this because it's too frail. Look at that blue and purple Porygon 2. Gen 2, one of my favorite generations of Pokemon. Anything after Gen 3, I'm not a fan of. Now this Porygon has been breaking out a lot considering it's only a level 34. Yeah, it's full health, and I seem to have forgotten to give it a status condition. So you just want to remember to paralyze or burn the Pokemon that you're hunting to increase the odds of catching it, to save yourself some time. Oh, okay, yes, finally. There we go. Critical catch again. This time with the Ultra Ball. So the thing is, even though we've caught a Shinyporygon 2, we still took out the first wave of Pokemon before. So the shiny counter is still up and active as long as this nest is here. So as long as we don't knock out enough Pokemon, the nest will stay. So let's look for a flat area where we can pop a picnic table and allow us to reset all of these Pokemon. And let's see what will happen if we reset the area. Now this area is so mountainous. I have a couple failed attempts here. It's alright. Eventually we'll find an area and then let's see what happens. Also, in this video there were no sandwiches used, so the only shiny increased odds we have besides from taking out Pokemon in the nest is from the shiny charm, like I said previously in the video. Still haven't found the picnic spot. I guess I haven't hunted on this mountain in a while. I honestly only loaded this back up because it's on the Nintendo Switch 2 in 4K, 120 frames per second. Here we go, we popped the picnic, so now everything in the area has reset. Close the picnic table, and now let's go back to the Porygons and see what's going on over there. Now they're gonna load in, but they just take a second. But wow, look at that. They just load so fast on the Switch 2 compared to the original Switch. You just can't beat it. Alright, so wave 2 of going through the Porygon. Oh, and there it is, our second shiny Porygon. This Porygon took a little bit longer to find, but after 2 picnic tables, we were able to find a second shiny in this video. Unfortunately, the quick ball didn't work. Quick ball odds are higher on the first turn. It's got the highest odds in the game of catching a Pokemon, besides a dusk ball in a dark area, or at nighttime. We tried using the luxury ball, unsuccessful. Now, while trying to catch this, it took about, I would say, another 5 or 6 minutes for the second Porygon, but to catch 2 Porygon within one sitting is still pretty quickly, time-wise. It's taking longer to catch the Porygon than it was to find it, which is very ironic. Also, I think I ran out of Ultra Ball. And again, I made an amateur move. I forgot to paralyze the Porygon before trying to catch it. Would have saved time. Did this a second time. But that's alright. At least we didn't KO the Porygon by accident, taking our time. And this should hopefully wind up with another Pokemon caught. The Nintendo Switch 2, I didn't realize when I purchased it how much of an impact it would have on the original Nintendo Switch games. This definitely made the investment more worth it, especially since they increased the price of the system and a lot of the games on it. At first, I wasn't for it. I still would like for them to lower the prices of things for the consumer, because a lot of the players have been playing these games for generations and they don't deserve to have inflated prices. But unfortunately, we live in a time where everything's inflated. So at least my investment seems to have been worth it in regards of the game now being in HD quality, 120 frames per second. I can go back and replay a lot of the old games. A 1 break on an Ultra Ball, that's criminal. Wow, these level 34, level 35 Pokemon just don't want to stay in the Pokeball. At least you get a showcase of like how a lot of the moves look in 4K 120 frames. I feel like the Porygon has cycled through a lot of its moves, which is cool. I throw a quick ball for fun. I meant to click a timer ball, because this has been taking so long. The timer ball, the longer the match takes, the more success it has. So let's see what happens here. Oh, go for another great ball. Nope. Oh, perfect. Finally. Okay, so I would say that in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we were able to catch one shiny Amoonguss in the area 0 and 2 shiny Porygon from Ness. We're gonna pop one more picnic table and just see if one of these Porygon will be shiny one last time, because the picnic table will actually reset the nest, and again, you're not going to lose your shiny odds for all those Porygon that you KO'd before, because this is still the same active nest. So just looking for a flat surface again. Just remember, on mountainous areas it won't work. I finally realized at the base of the mountain is where the flattest area is, and I'll walk over there and pop a picnic table. This just shows that I was a little bit rusty coming back to the game. If you like this kind of content though, and you've made it all the way to the end of the video, I greatly appreciate it. And just don't forget to leave a comment. Here we go, we popped the third picnic table of the stream. Let's see, it's been about 1, 2, 3 seconds. How long till the Porygon start to spawn? There we go, we get a whole nother wave of Porygon. Oh my goodness, a third shiny Porygon in one